and you are now turning into the best reaction show on you.
Welcome to Center Stage Live Reactions Music Review Season 5, Episode 3, Sunday, a little after 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune into the show weekly where we break out independent artists of all genres worldwide, live reactions, and music reviews with music composers combined in the industry for over a decade. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to receive notifications and email when we go live. Now you can visit centerstageindie.com to submit your music or beats under the Center Stage talent form. You can continue to email us, YouTube links, and MP3s preferred. If the mainstream radio won't support you,
we will.
We will. Aki, episode 3. We took 2 weeks off. We came back. We saw the Super Bowl happen. We had Valentine's Day. We had celebration, family, life, and now recovering from sickness. Both of our families are recovering from sickness. But how do you feel ultimately in these past 2 weeks coming up to this point?
Man, there's just been a lot going on, but life been lifing. Season is changing. The seasons is changing. We getting ready for supposedly I think it's the 17th, February 17th starts the Chinese New Year. You know what I'm saying? So that's a different type of aspiration that's going around. The real New Year is coming up in towards the end of March, beginning of April. When the Equinox is it comes into play. But I feel good, man. I feel the fatigue. I can say that I feel the fatigue. But I feel great because it's pushing to keep going. Like all it is about is keep going. You know what I mean? I'm in right now in school. I'm doing a remix to a reggaeton genre. So yeah, I'm feeling good, Aki. How you doing out there?
Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. I know there's been a lot of talking about reggaeton. Um, I know there's been a lot of constructive criticism in terms of like Bad Bunny coming out doing his whole performance in Spanish. No subtitles for those who don't understand. Um, that language and stuff like that. But just somebody who has a spouse who's Hispanic, somebody who understands the culture, Aki, from your background. You just seeing it from just an entertainment standpoint and just an opportunity standpoint. How did it make
I appreciated that work. Honestly, I appreciate it. It was cool. I watched it, and what was crazier about it was I was watching it while I was watching it while I was washing my clothes. So at the wash house, I actually couldn't even hear him sing his songs, bro. But I'm looking at the dance, the performance, the celebration, the different views, the panning and things like that, and it was definitely, I can tell, it was entertaining. So I went back and watched some of the highlights and got to listen to some of it. And yeah, he makes the music that he had. I feel like was a great representation of what he wanted to present for that show. You know what I mean? Just like how Kendrick had with his, he had a certain thing he wanted to do and represent for culture. Bad Bunny did the same thing for his culture. And, I appreciated that. Some of the words, of course, I did understand. Some of them I didn't because I don't fluently speak Spanish, but my wife she's Hispanic. So she has that Spanish background. Her mother and father speak it fluently. So I could appreciate it, you know what I'm saying, a lot. And man, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, nah, I agree. And before we get into the first record of the night from being gone 2 weeks, I want to say thank you for tuning in to Center
Yeah.
Stage, helping us build this platform. Continue to like, share, hit the notification bell. If you know a rapper or singer of any genre, feel free to send them centerstageindie.com so they can submit the music.
Man,
One of the things that I really enjoyed, outside of the performance was the fact that he was able to showcase the culture at a very high level, uniquely through the performance. But it also gives, any generation of any background, the inspiration that there is breakthrough. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, definitely. I mean the whole walking up and giving the little boy from watching the TV to give him a Grammy and then turn to do the Super Bowl, like that was iconic, you know what I mean? Because it
Yeah,
just let the little people out there and young, like no matter how small you are, if you aspire to be this, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? From him being that young kid watching TV and watching that the Grammys and stuff like that to now winning his and then performing at the Super Bowl, that was big. I definitely did enjoy like the sugar cane tree things to show the struggle where they came from, Taco Man, the market, you know what I mean? Like all of those different things show great representation of what he wanted to do for his culture, and that was dope to me. That I found that respectful, regardless of what you couldn't understand. If you That's the thing about music. Music can be universal if you give it the opportunity to actually sit down and just listen, not just or sit down and just vibe, what I'm saying, and pay attention. Let all your senses get a taste of it because even if you don't understand it, you should like it. I mean, I listen to mariachi bands and I don't really understand what they say, but I like the way they drive the music. You know what I'm saying? That even my little son, he likes it. You know what I mean? Just the fact that somebody's up there playing an instrument and able to sing at the same time, that's a talent.
absolutely. Absolutely. With that being said, the first record of the night, and let me know in the chat if we have any audio issues since I switched up the studio. But the first record of the night, this is Elijah Scott with Let You Go, official music.
Elijah Scott, let's go.
We don't have another fight. It's nothing new. Me and you just ain't been right. I don't know why I keep on holding on. You ain't there no more. This time I'll let you go back to living that life you wanted so bad. No turning back, I don't need you anymore. Damn it, I'm in that settle. We won't never be like before. 'Cause you walked out that door, and this time I let you go back, back to living that life you wanted so bad. This time I'll let you go. Back to drinking, back to going back down the drain, back to acting like shit all good, back to acting like I wish I could. I'm drowning, I hate it, I hate it. This time I'll let you go back to living that life you wanted so bad. No turning back, I don't need you anymore. Damn it, I'm in that settle. We won't never be like before. 'Cause you walked out that door, and this time I let you go back to living that life you wanted so bad. This time I'll let you go. This time I let you go. Oh, I'm drowning. I hate it. I hate it. But I'm all out of patience. Don't wait it. This time I'll let you go back to living that life you wanted so bad. No turning back, I don't need you anymore. Damn it, I'm in that settle. We won't never be like before. Cause you walked out that door, and this time I let you go. Back to living that life you wanted so bad. This time I'll let you go. This time I'll let you go. Oh.
He know how to songwrite.
Elijah Scott, Let You Go. Aki, how you feel about that?
I like it. Guy's a nice little bop. He know how to ride the song. That's what I was
Yeah.
paying attention to. He definitely had his pockets and peaks on point when it came down to it. You know, I still want a little bit more. And despite our audio challenge, you know, what I mean, it was actually pretty. It was a pretty good record. I ain't gonna lie. So I definitely can give it a solid 8 right there, 8.5. You know what I mean? Because it's actually pretty good. Because I can feel the vibe. I can feel where he was going with that, and you know, and it wasn't like he was doing too much, and he just wanted it enough to where to fill out that vibe of the beat, because the beat was, you know, very subtle, but it was still pockety and hitting. So yeah, man, shout out to Elijah Scott for that one. That one was pretty good. I'm gonna have to check you out with some more, because it sounded like you got a lot. you you're a little bit, you know what I'm saying, seasoned when it comes to it.
Yeah, I agree, Aki. And one of the things that I also appreciate is the fact that he was able to take his genre of music and incorporate the visual too. And I think
Man,
that's
yeah, hey,
so
man, the whole aesthetic, man, the
the
whole
whole
aesthetic.
aesthetics. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I agree with that. I agree with that. The next record on the list is one second.
I can tell you that hook stuck in my head right now.
No, no, for sure. For sure. I agree.
That was a great hook.
Remember, guys, in the chat, let me know how y'all feel about the record. You guys can rate them, to chime in and let us know how you guys feel about these songs that are coming through. This next one is Lady XO with Stand the Rain. We had Lady XO on the last episode. Let's see how she did, how she
Let's
does.
go, Lady XO.
Stand the Rain.
I can't stand the rain.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
Kiss my window.
Ah, if she sampled that, that'd be crazy.
Quick decisions got me stressing. How the fuck you got opinions? You ain't been in my position. For better or for worse, people 40 took my feelings. My head up, but it still hurt. Ate off silver spoons, went and got the shit straight out the dirt. Beef by me in all these rooms, they wish that I ain't know my worth. Come around, go merry, go around, baby. No, this ain't my first. Day out trips, I'm in a better mood for $100 shirt. More money bring more problems. It's a blessing or a curse. I be feeling these cases. Now let me take my ass to church. You can't be teaching everybody. You really gotta let them learn. You see this shit for what it is. Stop asking me about what I earned. Don't ask me about my past, my love. That ain't none of your concern. Think you pop shit right now. Should be all jokes until it's not say in my face. To say you love me, that's the dumbest shit that I heard. I don't need no from the stolen shit if you ain't keeping your word. Ain't saying that I'm working for it if it don't work. Do you feel the same? Do you feel my pain? Can you stand the rain? Pour it. You ain't been through what I've been through. You can't tell me how to feel. Don't tell me what I already know. I'ma need some kind of heal. I need some love that's real. Say my heart don't wanna still. Try hating me is the feeling. No shit that can't be forgiven. Only love what I give 'em. Like that should come with conditions. I'm my only competition. They wanna be opposition. Put the shit in the song. Don't like to talk cause they don't listen. I ain't acting different. I'm just trying to find the pieces missing. You heard me once, I blame myself, but now I gotta keep my distance. I hate a bitch who do you dirty. Try to twist to play the victim. I confront the traces. Trauma bond that I can help to miss. I hate goodbyes the most of life. XOXO blowing kisses. XOXO blowing kisses. XOXO blowing kisses.
Lady XO, Stand the Rain.
That little sample that she had up in there, it was hard for me to kind of hear it. Not, I think that's just on our end, so I don't want to, critique her for that. But overall, though, I like that record too from her. That's she can really rap, bro. She can really, you know what I'm saying. She has a little story, and I
I,
like it.
I was actually surprised by the rap. I thought she was coming in singing because the last record she sent us was
Right.
was her singing. So for her to be able to turn, you know, into a whole rap record plus give us the melody on top of it,
And
um,
man, and
was
gave a
was
gave
was
the vocals in there
great.
too. She
Yeah,
did
gave us the vocals.
definitely can pull off a girl Drake vibe. You know what I mean? Where
I
she
agree.
can
The
hit
only
the
the only co- constructive criticism that I would give is in the visual. It wasn't raining, and she had the umbrella. That's the only thing that didn't really. I paid attention to it. I'm like, okay, she's holding the umbrella. It's nice out. There ain't no rain. You know what I mean? If it would have had the elements of an actual, storm or whatever the case may be, it would have. She
like
probably would
like
have.
how like how Ashanti had that version on that Rain on Me where she was actually standing in
Right,
the rain, you know what I
right.
mean? And the whole little murder, like that whole little scene like that. Like she definitely, if she would have pulled that off,
If she would have
video
pulled
would
that,
have
off,
crazy
would have
top
been
tier,
would have
bro.
been a 10.
Crazy,
Would have
crazy,
been a 10.
crazy. Yeah,
You know.
yeah, yeah,
But I
definitely.
give I give I give it a solid overall. I give it a solid
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, no, no, for sure. Facts, for facts. I like Lady XOs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like and I'm about to be having her on the platform. I'm about to
agree.
get her all her music and check out more of her, you know what I mean? Because that was
Absolutely,
pretty
absolutely.
solid. I like that.
Appreciate it. So, um, we got another female artist. This one blew up on TT. If y'all don't know who Caitlyn is, this is Caitlyn with Big Mad. Check this out.
Is
Yeah, look. Oh, you big mad? Oh, you big mad? Got a big bag, popping big tags. All white Rover, yeah, whip that. Ate it up, left no crumbs, cause this shit smack. I just sit back, let the chips stack. People juice to the boys, yeah, the shit crack. Off the coast, I'ma holler when I get back. Got hits that. Oh, you big mad? Hey. You big man, huh? I'ma act the fool with the bag, huh? Hey, got two, you don't have none. Hey, big thighs, I'm a bad one. Gucci loafer, same as the sheep had. Woke up, paparazzi keep flashing. Where'd you get the new drip? They keep asking. Take a flick, post a pic, don't need captions. Imagine if I listen what a hater gotta say. I never give a broke bitch any time of day. You ugly when you jealous, bitch. Look at that face. I'm hot right now and you not, okay? Oh, you big mad? Oh, you big mad? Got a big bag, popping big tags. All white Rover, yeah, whip that. Ate it up, left no crumbs, cause this shit smack. I just sit back, let the chips stack. People juice to the boys, yeah, this shit crack. Off the coast, I'ma holler when I get back. Got hits that, oh, you big mad. Hey, oh, you still big mad, huh? Bitch, I'm in the coop, whipping fast, huh? Hey, cup a few, you ain't had none. Hey, don't stop, I'm the last one. I do shit that they can't believe happened. Backwoods and red bottoms, high fashion. Camelback and Bali, there's no capping. Blue season, new yacht, I play captain. Imagine if I listen what a hater gotta say. I'll never give a broke bitch any time of day. You ugly when you jealous, bitch. Look at that face. I'm hot right now and you not, okay? You big mad? Oh, you big mad? Got a big bag, popping big tags. All white Rover, yeah, whip that. Ate it up, left no crumbs, cause this shit smack. I just sit back, let the chips stack. People juice to the boys, yeah, the shit crack. Off the coast, I'ma holler when I get back. Got hits that, oh, you big mad. You big mad, huh? You like the fools to bad, huh? Yeah. You big mad, huh? You big mad, shit.
Caitlyn, Big Mad.
you big mad? Mm-hmm. And whoever she talking to, I'm pretty sure they are big mad. Whoever she's talking to.
Now, the last record that we heard last 2 weeks ago, she reminded us of a female M, right? And most of what she would release, that kind of like put her on the map was a lot of covers and freestyle. So to hear her drop an original record, I'm not gonna say it was bad, but I as somebody who listens to her work, it's just different. You
Oh
know what I
yeah,
mean?
definitely.
But I
Definitely.
like the quality of the visuals. I like how she, was able to incorporate the idea of what she was talking about into a whole basketball scene or whatever the case may be, showing off and they're big mad. Um, I give it like a solid. I give it like a solid 7.5, 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
7, 8.
yeah.
It was cool. It's
It's
not
catchy.
what I'm. It's catchy. Yeah,
It's
it's catchy.
catchy to me, you know what I mean? And so it's and for some people it helps, it's good. Um I'll say it's catchy in regards to she has great writing ability. So she can write and express what, is on her mind, what she thinking, what she going through and things like that. I feel like she still has great time to develop to be in that the big thing, you know what I'm saying? Cuz she has that potential. I see that, you know what I mean? And I don't want to make her, you know, or give her that female Eminem, as her aesthetic to kind of run with, but
Right,
as
right, right.
just a
Because that's some
person,
big shoes to fill.
right? But as just taking out that element of it, her being just an artist, coming up with creatively, coming up with a song, writing it, performing it, and then doing the music video and stuff like that. I'm gonna give her a solid 8 too because it was good. It's catchy. I like it. I don't think it's a big song, big record to where
Right,
it's, what I
right.
mean, like it'll solidify that because I know there's different things, but as far as on TikTok vibe, big, vibe virality and things like that, man, she got that in the bag with a solid 10. She got that in the bag with a solid 10
Let me
for
ask you let me ask you a question real quick, Aki. Do you think that artists are now getting to a point where songs can now be put in a range where I can hear this on TikTok, it's catchy, I can probably hear it in my car, but not quite on my playlist or not quite on the radio?
right, right. I think because for me, I feel like everything is based off of the mood, right? In that record right there, it's a representation of a person gaining or getting to their level, get elevating in their status, elevating in their life and things like that, and then having haters. It was a shot to the haters, you know what I'm saying? It was just really shot to the haters. And I feel like it can make certain people's playlists who enjoy those catchy typey hook, vibes where they that's the mood they're in. You know what I'm saying? That you wake up and this is what you want to feel like because hey, now they big mad at it. My playlist wise, I probably wouldn't put it up in there. Not that it's a bad song or anything like that. It's just I have a different playlist. When I put on music, I'm putting on music for a specific reason. If I do want to vibe out to something, you know what I'm saying, that still probably wouldn't have made it, but it wouldn't be if I had it on if I had it on the like a playlist where I wanted to just vibe out and that song came on, I'd probably be bouncing to it. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't, it just depends on the person. And I like the fact that, artists are now making music for themselves and then allowing others who really rock with it or feel it, they are attaching themselves to those records and getting, having that because it's not a bad record at all, man. Like I said, it's she still has a voice that still I think needs to develop because just like how people talk about Kendrick's voice can sometimes be a little overwhelming or sometimes can be a little it's different. So you got to listen to different you got to listen to people in certain things. Some people can handle certain octaves. I have a deep voice, bro. So a lot of people don't like when I rap. A lot of people don't like my voice because it sound monotone. You know what I mean? Like so, I get it, and you know, it just stuff got to grow in it. So when it comes down to artists right now, and I feel like she's doing a great job in making her art and doing her thing, showcasing her talent, you know, solidifying herself. Like, look, I can do this, and whether you like it or not, I can do this, and I commend her for that. And any other artist that's doing that. But yeah, you know, when it comes down, I wouldn't chase placements, I wouldn't chase playlists, I wouldn't chase none of those things. I would say just continue to make your music that you enjoy and love, and those who gravitate to it, let them gravitate to it. And if you can keep them happy and with that type of records or those type of things, man, then you know that's where you get your money at. You know what I mean?
Love that perspective. I do want to add before we get to the next song. Also, he's 100% right in terms of your creativity and the type of music that you're producing. But the one thing I do want to recommend is that if you are considering trying to take your music to another level from just an earning standpoint, eventually you're going to want to develop on how to create music for television, video games, commercials, films, etc., which is a
Right.
whole other element in pocket within itself. Let's say
Now that record definitely can't down. That record can be considered something like that, because if it's TikTok virality, it can definitely be seen on, like, I can hear that in NBA 2K, you know what I'm saying, type of setting where you on there, or you're driving and racing, you know, listening to that, you know what I mean, or you know, COD, you got a whole little kill shot sequence that you got going on, you know what I'm saying, and that come on, because it's a catchy vibe. But yeah, like you're saying, Aki, if you really want to elevate the music and really, you know, really make it make money, gear it towards TV, film, and commercials, and those have a different type of setting and a different type of they have a different type of set up too, you know. When it comes down to those, they have a formula that they have where, you know, you when you stick to that, it's the record is bigger than what it even sounds like, and it can become even bigger because of that.
Absolutely. Love that.
Definitely want to hear more. Yep. Hey, yo, sir, welcome in.
Survival, the voice.
What's
The
going on,
voice
brothers?
is here. This is Mr. Black Light, Red Light. And make sure you do not send it anything that it does not appeal to him, because he will let you know exactly how he truly feels about your music.
I have a feeling like he would have been a low key Big Mad if he would have heard the Big Mad record and it didn't hit him. You know what I mean? Like, it's
We already know. We already know what's coming. I was like, so first I gotta hear. First.
Definitely. We appreciate you taking on this last
sir.
minute for jumping into that third seat with us. It's always a pleasure to catch up with you. We just finished doing Caitlin Big Mad. This next record, this is 501 Breeze with Don't Surprise Me, and then Life Like a Movie. 2 records in one. Let's see what this is.
This shit in, and if I'm dead, if I'm broke. But I done pinch pennies and I won't never pinch no more. It's safe to say I'm winning shit, it's safe to say I'm gold. Used to break down all the poles, now I'm the one sending the lows. Cause see, man, I don't bow down to nobody. Stand up, cowboy, I'm silent. Rock around the edges with pilots, private, and I hate you, don't even surprise me. Talking all that shit behind the screen on the internet. I know they hated how I copped the chain right after the TRX. I had to show all of the fuck boys that I'm up. I had to flex, cause I'm the one that's carrying the weight of the whole state on my back, bitch. I move. Back road ride. I just fly the fucking trail like a pilot. I got do suicide, me it's violent, man. I hate you, don't give a surprise. Left some of my loved ones in the past and burnt a couple bridges. I learned learned not everybody wanna see you running up your riches. Some of us weigh you down, so I left some of them in the ditches. Out the gutter, bitch, I climbed. Now I'm in $200 bridges. I'm still the same head to toe. I just changed up some of the clothes. I just changed up some of my jewelry and swapped out some of the hoes. So many cameras pointed at me, and I ain't even straight no pose. I ain't even see that bitch, but still I'm in her Insta post. Man, I'm a boy down south diamond. All the bitches that I fuck is the finest. I ain't even trying to wipe nobody. I'm honest, man. I hate it, don't even surprise me.
I think that's the first half. That's Don't Surprise Me. Next is Life Like a Movie. 2 and 1. Hold on.
Straight from the bottom, man. It is straight to the motherfucking top. Come on. Do my life like a movie. Through the ups and the downs, all the people that thought I was stupid, I told them I do it. I've been busting them down, took a trip out to Canada, stupid. This is how I move. Got a bank full of bands like 200, some grand in the Louis. My pop thought I blew it. Hey, living life like a movie, living life in a dick. Square toe boots, moving bricks, trying to make me $1, cause I am shit. Popping my collar, my face on a bitch, just a hit from the holler who done got rich. Shit, did it all with the bros, gave all of them a chain, I gave all of them a hoe. Gave all of them a chance, now they go where I go. Just some go getting redneck backwood folks. What you know about it, man? Took a trip down to Florida, my feet in the sand. Bitch in my lap with a blood in my hand. This ain't success, and I don't know what it is. Shit. With a bread and a fountain, and still I've been needing no wobbles and wobbles. Still you might catch me fucking someone daughter now. I just been wildin' out, I just been crazy
Let's
now,
get
man.
this straight. I never fucked anybody over in my life. Didn't happen. All I have in this world is my thoughts and my word, and I don't break them.
Yo, with my life like a movie. Through the ups and the downs, all the people that thought I was stupid, I told them I do it. I've been busting them down, took a trip out to Canada, stupid. This is how I move. Got a bank full of bands like 200, some grand in the Louis. My pop thought I blew it. Hey, living life like a movie. I did it with ease, bitch. I did it with style. Once down grills, my flesh will smile. Go to my teacup, a rice in my mouth. My real bitch in just to throw it back out for real. I'm out here living a dream. Got what I want, trying to get what I need. I'm sweeping bitches right off of their feet just to get them alone and put them on their knees. Man, who knew I'd make it to this? Stakes on my plate and carrots on my wrist. Now I can pick from the finest of bitches. I roll up my dope in the finest of switches I'm blazing. I just been spoiling my baby. Life like a movie like Martin Scorsese. I'm out on the water. I'm up on the pavement, I'm up in the plane on the way to Jamaica to fuck. With my life like a movie. Through the ups and the downs, all the people that thought I was stupid, I told them I do it. I've been busting them down, took a trip out to Canada, stupid. This is how I move. Got a bank full of bands like 200, some grand in the Louis. My pop thought I blew it. Hey, living life like a movie.
That's tough.
Shit
That's
was just
tough.
like a move.
That I like how he did that. If we going from the first one to the second one, you know what I mean, and then had the transition already showcasing what it was coming. That was pretty. That was creative wise. I rock with that, bro. Bro got some creative style. He's from Texas because he sound like he got that Texas, that Southern type of accent. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
You know
I
what
was
I mean?
thinking the same thing.
So like, you know, I mean, I rock with that. Texas, for some odd reason, Texas has been one of those places that I definitely, you know, what I mean, I've grown to feel, because you know, some people be asking me, even from California, and people who are not from California, they be like, "Hey, bro, where are you from? You're not from out here, are you?" And I'll be looking at them like, "Do I not sound like I'm from California, bro?" Because I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, but listening to that record, I'm like, man, bro, I don't know, man. That one's that one, that second one definitely got me. That's a catchy hook. I like that one. I ain't gonna lie, man. I like that one. That one's he getting the 8.5. I don't know. I
Wow.
might change it to a 9 soon. I don't know, man. He just because it's rocking. I'm rocking it.
I'm definitely leaning for so far from an overall standpoint. especially the visual, the transition of the visual, that creativity that you mentioned
Yes.
that I haven't seen in a while for any type of submission. And be able to go from one song to the next and still keep our attention intrigued by the
Yeah.
quality of the songs. Um, he's got song of the night for me.
Right now, he
Yeah.
can stand on that, man. He can stand on that, and I'm not. And there's no hate or anything, no shade or anything like that. It's just it's I like I said, I guess I have a love for the South somewhat because of
Yeah.
my people. So it's like I don't want to be sounding too biased with stuff, but I did enjoy that record. I enjoyed that record very much
Audio
so, and then
cut out
create
good.
from the audio cut out just a little bit, but other than that, I was still able to rock with it. So he's sitting at a 9 for that one, man. He's sitting at a 9 for that one, man. He got me at a 9, man. Let's hold on to that one. Let's tuck that one right there and keep him right there. You know what I mean?
So y'all putting them in the nines club. I mean, like all
Hey,
three of us got to go ahead and agree on that one, right? Like,
man, cause see, it's tough, man. It's tough, man. Cause we've heard undeniables. We've
yeah.
heard undeniables, and then we heard those ones where it'd be like, ooh, wait a minute, you got something there. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I feel like he's like right in between that. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's like, for me at least, he's like right in between that. Like, bro, you got something right there. You got something right there for sure. But that record alone itself, man, is definitely a 9 for me.
That alone, that's the type of production I'm talking about that everyone needs to do when it comes to their craft. And I'm not going to go ahead and accept anything less. If you are an independent artist and this is what you're bringing to the table, that is the type of stuff that I want to see. I love the way how you had the transition, how you had the video, how the video was sliding from the first record and went right into like My Life as a Movie. And I'm like, bro, he just stood on business in the first track to let it be known like this is me. And I'm like, you know what? That's the type of stuff that I want to see like moving forward. Like if anybody is doing that, to go ahead and up the ante, that's what I want to see, moving forward. If you all are sending in your music, treat this as a business. Like you are the business. Treat it as a business. If you all are just playing around like this is just a game to you, most definitely, I'm gonna most definitely go ahead and throw this up every single time. I don't want to see nothing less because if I see anything less, that's what I'm hitting y'all ass with.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
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 like
yeah.
everybody ain't getting the green light. But
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
shout out
no,
to you, Breezy.
yeah, man. No, that was fire, man. I like that, man. And he's definitely so far on the record. He's definitely hitting it right now. He's definitely the one who's carrying the show right now with that one. Because the beat was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like the beat
Yeah.
really was. It had me, but it did give me a Texas vibe. And then his voice reminds me of like X the Plug, where it has that
Okay.
southern slang and it's a little deep, not too deep, because X he got that berry, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But he still had that chopped and screwed type of feel, just what I'm saying, from his environment, you know what I mean? Like, and I like that because he did definitely make it be known, like, look, his life like a movie, man. But before that, he showed you what he about and why he
Yeah.
rolling. Look at what he rolling in the Maybach. He rolled up to a whole little premiere show in the Maybach, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it was clean. I like that. JR restarting. Ain't no problem, no problem. Sometimes I can tell you this, man, that they really fucking with the internet and how they got stuff going around right now. So yeah, that dirt
Absolutely.
road vibe for sure, dirt. No, they definitely doing something with that one. So I can appreciate him and his work. I can appreciate. Let's
That's
see what JR get back on.
okay. Because I most definitely appreciate, seeing craftsmanship like that. Like in the past, I know we have seen some videos where it's like, are you serious, bro? Like, that's what you think of your craft. I'm like, okay, because in the end, we are giving feedback, to go ahead and see what else could you go ahead and do with your craft? Where could you apply it in? Just the other day, I was telling one of these guys that, he should start trying to put his music in the Tubi. I know some people may go ahead and look at Tubi movies as if it's like it's BS, but I'm like, bro, this is still a way for you to get your stuff out there. Because at the end of the day, this is all about exposure. You know, even if you're posting up your music into like a reel on Instagram, you're putting it on TikTok, if you put it on social media, you have to do that so therefore people can hear what you have. You know, so that's what I was saying.
No,
I'm hopefully, you know,
that one's
everyone's
dope.
doing that.
Yeah, that one was. I felt like that one. It embodied what he was is saying as well. It's like if he feels like his life is like, I mean, because we all have that type of feeling too sometimes, where we feel like our life is,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying, like a little like a movie. Sometimes it do. I mean, where I work at, I see people who life is a movie, you know what I'm saying, or who are in movies. And to me, sometimes that make me feel like I'm in a movie because they're pointing me, they remembering me. These people who have high status and high statures,
Yeah,
you know, I'm a little man over there compared to them and what they got going on. And that's just from their eyes. I'm not saying that I am that in mine, but I'm saying
absolutely.
what in their eyes, that's how I look, but they recognize me and be, hey, you know what I'm saying what's up to me. So, you know, it's pretty cool. I got certain people that be telling me, hey, bro, man, I appreciate you, man. I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just be sitting there like, you know, I'm being me, you know, but I noticed that's what it's like. So, you know what I mean? That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
Crease say I'm more West Coaster. Hey man, you know, everybody got a different flavor and style, but I feel like the more you hone into your authenticity of yourself makes it a lot better and make it a lot easier for people to connect and relate, man. Cause you know, that one was pretty fire.
Absolutely.
You back, Aki?
Yeah,
We
I lost y'all. I lost y'all for a second. I couldn't hear anything, from you guys when you guys were speaking. So I just had to do a quick reset. But we're back in
Okay.
motion. We're gonna get right to the next record.
Let's
With
go.
Rick, where I'm going. Face it, official video. Rick, where I'm
Let's
going.
go, Rick.
I know where I'm going. I don't need no GPS. I know where I'm going, baby. I don't need no GPS. I'ma keep on grinding till mama got GPS. Breaking down where you was watching GPS. Looking for shit, yeah, yes. I know where I'm going, baby. I don't need no GPS. I'ma grinding till mama got GPS. Breaking down where you was watching GPS. I'm looking for shit, yeah, yes. Baby smoking pressure, but the shit don't sound loud to me. I'm applying that shit. Boy thinking about robbing me. Trying to knock us off. I'm not talking about lobotomy. There's only one racks, yeah, the other's an anomaly. You got the other anomaly. I'm the greatest no one that ever been out to me. They should call them one racky, nothing but a enemy. Y'all ain't here because I've been taking care of my family. Talking about my brother and my mother too. And I keep a babe who ain't fucking with no other dude. So I keep a Glock for when he do try to fuck with you. Cause when you wanna talk, they be trying to get up under you. Yeah. It's always funny when they think I give a damn. I snatch this bitch, I'll turn this bitch my biggest fan. She get the dick, she posted pick up on her Instagram. Catch us at the club or at the game up on the kissing cam. I know where I'm going, baby, I don't need no GPS. I'ma keep them grinding till all my diamonds and VVS. I was breaking down work when you was watching PBS. I'm flipping prescription, baby, yeah, I plug the CVS. I know where I'm going, baby, I don't need no GPS. I'ma keep them grinding till all my diamonds and VVS. I was breaking down work when you was watching PBS. I'm flipping prescription, baby, yeah, I plug the CVS. Got me on my Grizzly, really had a copper chain on that. I'ma take the city, boy, cause you ain't got no claim to that. Gang hold 150, boys ain't gonna bang for that. Yo, shot about not miss me cause your brain is where I'm aiming at. Yo, you know who they blame for that? Get locked up, bones, ain't for that. Yo, new bitch, my side bitch, and she game for that. Yeah, she seen some money, and you thought you wouldn't change for that. Told that bitch and bring it back.
And she slowed it down,
Thinking that I'm Mayweather, she see that I'm
going round.
you can hit the blizzy, but only if you be throwing down. If you want free smoke,
Bitch, you know that we be blowing pounds.
so it's going down. Sending shots to this fitted cap. Knew she's just a thought, already know that she finna count. But she sent me slop, cause she know that I'm into that. Yeah, city boy, you already know I don't need no city mount. I know where I'm going, baby, I don't need no GPS. I'ma keep them grinding till all my diamonds and VVS. I was breaking down bricks when you was watching PBS. I'm flipping prescription, baby, yeah, I plug the CVS. I know where I'm going, baby, I don't need no GPS. I'ma keep them grinding till all my diamonds and VVS. I was breaking down bricks when you was watching PBS. I'm flipping prescription to CVS.
Hold up. Do you even know where the fuck we're at right now? We've been driving around for hours.
I know where I'm going.
No, the fuck you don't. You know what? I'm out of here.
Shit. Suit yourself then, shawty. Bitches be tripping.
City boy. Nah, I can't take no pics. Can't get no clout off me. Face it, they don't love you, boy, these bitches ain't shit. Ever since I found out, you know, I've been on the same shit. I just want the brain, cause she bad, but she basic. So I take my love and I roll up before I face it. Face it, they don't love you, boy, these bitches ain't shit. Ever since I found out, you know, I've been on the same shit. I just want the brain, cause she bad, but she basic. So I take my love and I roll up before I face it. Face it, bitches on that fake shit. Ever since that bitch left, you know I feel amazing. I roll up my love, but you know I'm finna lace it. Yeah, she took my heart, but the drugs are finna replace it. All about my money, got no time for a lame bitch. Music throw it back, I'm finna hit it in the cadence. You know a city boy came on your block, I'm finna slang shit. Came down the floor to realize I ain't got no basement. Wait a minute, that's that boy that miss up on his payment. Pull up with a Glock because he think that he on gang shit. If he got it on him, best believe I'm finna take it. If he don't pay up, leave his blood drip on the pavement. Face it, they don't love you, boy, these bitches ain't shit. Ever since I found out, you know, I've been on the same shit. I just want the brain, cause she bad, but she basic. So I take my love and I roll up before I face it. Face it, they don't love you, boy, these bitches ain't shit. Ever since I found out, you know, I've been on the same shit. I just want the brain, cause she bad, but she basic. So I take my love and I roll up before I face it. Face it, I'ma sip this Henny till I'm wasted. Yeah, they say they love you, but it's your time that they wasted. So I stay low key and only smash her on occasion. Stay up on my grind, cause it's this paper that I'm chasing. Ain't it? I know where I'm going and I'm racing. You know what I'm blowing, bitch, I'm faded. You can't smoke if you ain't throwing in this shit the greatest. But if you want it for free, then this shit can get dangerous. Ain't afraid to bang shit. She said she was gon' ride, but she lane switch. Thought she crazy for my vibe, turned out she just the same bitch. Tell that hoe don't hit my line, block that hoe, she can't trace it. These hoes ain't shit, they all the same and you can't change it. Face it, they don't love you, boy, these bitches ain't shit. Ever since I found out, you know, I've been on the same shit. I just want the brain, cause she bad, but she basic. So I take my love and I roll up before I face it. Face it, they don't love you, boy, these bitches ain't shit. Ever since I found out, you know, I've been on the same shit. I just want the brain, cause she bad, but she basic. So I take my love and I roll up before I face it.
Definitely like the switch up. I like the switch up. I like the switch up. I like the switch up. The first song, I feel like it still needed some potential. It was a vibe for sure, but it still had a little bit of potential. The second record to me was a little bit more as far as on complete wise when it comes to hook, verse, and things like that. I do his writing style is more of what's relatable. So he's saying things that people can, may have said already have said in regards to, but he's still saying it in his style and in his own way. So it was pretty good. It wasn't really too catchy for me, but it definitely can be on the back. It can definitely be played listening in the background while I'm working out and, just not thinking about the music, just listening to it and stuff like that. That's how I felt about it. You know what I mean? But overall, I'll give it a 7.
So when I was listening to it, I thought it was very catchy. The very first song he was talking about.
I don't need no
I ain't
GPS.
gonna lie, I laughed a couple of times because I was like, bro, like, okay, I see they ain't playing when it comes to these videos. I'm like, video production is there. But when he said he was getting the VBS, I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, it was catchy, it was a catchy hook. So that one, he giving me more so like he come from Florida. It was giving me like Florida vibes.
Florida
That's
vibes,
what it
yeah.
was giving me, like them type of Florida vibes. I'm like, okay, I see we got the Ferrari. I see we got the Latinas out here. I'm like, I bet. So overall, I'm giving it a 7. I'm giving it a 7.5 because I like the video because it was a catchy vibe. I'm getting like Face It, I wasn't too much into that one. Most definitely the first one. I like the first one because that. Oh yeah, bro. And tell CBS they got to go ahead and give you like a sponsorship or something. Because he was like, bro, he said I got to put on
Yeah,
CBS. I'm
tag
like,
CVS.
okay,
Y'all tag CVS in the comments, right?
for real, bro. Like I thought that was catchy as fuck.
Definitely,
See
definitely.
now, for me, it's hard to really even. I wasn't even
Mhm,
because the other record was more enticing to me, and and
mhm.
and the quality of the artist, and you know, I'm
It's not
comparing.
competing, guys. It's
Yeah,
not competing.
it's not even competing. So for me, I'm gonna just hit him with one of these real quick, and I'm gonna let him know that he needs to send something else. Because for me, it's 5 and none.
See,
He's not.
there you go. Everybody has their thing because
But it was
just
cool. It
so
was alright. You know what I mean? It was alright.
Mm,
I'll put it to you like this. So for people tuned in and who haven't never been tuned into our show or don't know, you're looking me and JR, we are both artists and people who do film. Well, he's more on the film side, I'm more on the production side. So but both have artists, wrote songs and things of that nature. So we're coming from that perspective. And then you have Survival over here who coming from a consumer standpoint, meaning that listening to music and involving himself or engulfing himself in the music and how it makes him feel. So you have a different level of understanding up here that's giving their opinion and perspective on things. So please don't take anything negative or to create, saying too personal. It's more of listen to the perspective and then see where you can adjust or try to listen, hear it out, and uh you know build yourself up to a certain step. And we're not telling you what we're saying is the all in all and you got to be
Right,
all of
right.
this and things like that. But what we're saying is like you have to be able to take everything and consider what is being said. So you can have something that can appeal more or have something that has that wow factor.
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. And it comes from a professional standpoint at the end of the day. The
Cree
experience
gave it a
of every
6.
single person on this, he gave it a 6. So we were we were in the same ballpark. But just to give it constructive criticism, the visuals are always amazing. It's good to see the quality visuals being done regardless of the outcome of
Definitely.
the record. One thing I can say is just definitely continue to just work on your penmanship because for me, who's somebody who's into lyricism and lyrics, I like to hear top tier penmanship sometimes, and for me, it was just too ABC rhyme. And
And,
the last
and
person I listened to,
everybody
yeah, the last person that I listened to on the ABC rhyme, and I know you guys will probably kill me for this, but I always felt Cam from Dipset was on his ABC shit.
Ah, yes, yeah.
But
Okay, okay.
he got that style. He has a style for that. You know what I mean? Like he can get away with it a little bit because of
Right,
his vocal tone, right? You
right,
know what I
right.
mean? It sounds cool how he does it because yeah,
I
it
go to
doesn't
the
fit.
school and I open up my lunch box and I got lunch in there and we're gonna go. I was just like, man, Cam needs to hang up his boots and let the other dipset members rap.
Right. How do you do? What do you say? He said, "If you know, like I know, you should lie low. I used to get it in Ohio. You know, you get smoked like a pyro." I'm like, okay, all right, Cam, got you.
Yeah,
Hey, it's just and again, a lot of that has to do with the beat, you know, the song and stuff like that too. So, you know,
Right.
these are different perspective and aspects of the music that you have to be, you know, willing to consider and things. And him being from New York and then rapping like that is what a lot of New Yorkers be talking
that's
about.
why and that's another thing. You know, him being from New York, we kind of put rappers at a certain tier
Because that's
and
where it
pedestal.
started. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know
Like
what I'm
a lot of
saying?
hip
So
hop
to hear
started
Cam
out
do
there in
that,
the
that's
Mecca.
why we
And
appreciated what's Jewels, you know, and Jewels is another one who just like I felt that didn't really uh uh we didn't really it's almost like I would have loved to put Jewels in the same caliber as a Fab, but he never quite had the career to do that. You know, could have had it, but never quite, you know, pushed for that or was able to garner that, I should say. Um,
definitely.
so definitely. Before we get into the halftime show or intermission, we're gonna play one more quick record. This is "Trippin'" with 3K's official music video. "Trippin'" with 3K.
Bitch, stacking money music. Shout out to all 3K gang. Bitch, just stacking money music. I'm in the booth, it's Saturday, I'm trying to get to it. I ain't going out like a hoe, these bitches I use them. I be really in her throat, this shit I abuse it. It's that 3K gang, you know what it is. I'm with my brothers, yeah, we riding in them foreign whips. Remember days we were riding in them stolen whips. Gang unit on the rise, get rid of evidence. I don't never trust a nigga, never trust a bitch. All this shit I ever did, it brought me consequences. This that 3K gang, I can't do no new friends. That's why I really live my life with no regrets. Anything I ever did, yeah, I meant that shit. Bitch, get up on my face talking that nonsense. Is you really for the team? I'll pass it to my friends. Why the hell you acting like you fucking with the kid? I be really on my bullshit, I won't stop. I can't stop till a nigga reach the fucking top. I miss my dog up in them kennels, locked up in the box. Now my brother caught a case, yeah, he paying the cost. I remember days I was shopping at a Ross. If the bitch lose me, that's your fucking loss. Cook the beat in 10 minutes, that's what I was taught. I'll never think with my dick, I'm a fucking boss. I took a couple L's, nigga, but I bounced back. Any bitch I ever had, I'll never go back. Yeah, bitch, on the prize.
We're not going to even, we're going to skip listen, in 2026, we've never done this before. You officially got skipped. We're going on, we're going on to the next record before the halftime. And I hope this next record is quite the record we need to listen to before.
That's the right color, sir. I mean, if even if it was black, I wouldn't have been mad either.
Like,
We needed that, sir. We needed that tonight. That boy got the
bro,
red light 3Ks. I don't even know. Listen, and I thought the artist before that was that was I can't even rate that. You know what
it
I'm
was
saying?
it, I'll say this. I'll say this. It was getting a little cringe to listen to, and I'm not taking away from this artist and stuff like that. What I'm saying is that that record right there, you know, it does showcase you and what your, you know, your story and things of that nature, but sonically, you know, certain song you gotta be it gotta be sonically. And me personally, I'm saying this because I know, again, I have a monotone type of voice. So I know on sonic wise, meaning how it sounds, you know, certain things you have to learn to mesh them together. And me being now I'm in school learning how to mix and master when it comes down to records and how to put things cohesively together. That's what stands out to me now more. You know what I'm saying? I'm more prevalent in what a song sounds like coming in, and it just wasn't hidden for us. It definitely sounds like something you know locally you can definitely get into, but and people support it, but we want to be creative. Look, hold on.
Go
I'll
ahead.
say this.
Go ahead.
I'll say
Go
this
ahead.
for a lot of
Go ahead.
artists
Go ahead.
who have that same mentality and want to have and not want to but has that same type of uh storytelling. Really try to be a little more creative. People are critiquing a lot of artists who are being very creative when and how they express the same way, but I really want artists to try to be a little bit more creative on how they put their words together and arrange their words so that way it could still say the same and tell the same story, because people are getting tired of certain things. And that's not to take away from your story and what you want to say about yourself and where you come from and how and you know what you have to go through, but try to be a little more creative with words, because we're hearing the same words, same story, and it's hearing it in the same type of style. And a lot of times that just comes from you mimicking someone who you are closely with or listen to a lot and did those things. You know, some of the people I listened to growing up when before I even started rapping was Tupac, you know, different KRS-One, these people who had you know certain ways they would land their words, Crooked Eye, you know, they have certain way that they arrange their words together where it's still storytelling but bars at the same time, you know what I mean? And that's just all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, we appreciate that. And thank you for being the you know the host tonight, giving the constructive criticism that you've been giving today on artists like that. Because for me, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 right now on how I feel about that record.
It's not it. It's not it.
One is not it, and two, whoever's in your corner telling you that that record was fire is not it neither. You need to stop having people in your corner telling you these things are it, and then dropping these records and thinking that it's fire, because that wasn't the case. There was too much provocative words. The boy was saying D this, the B this, the A this. I heard more cursing on it than I heard actual lyrics. And he was utilizing the same curses over and over again. That's worse than using the N word over and over again on the record. So um, you get a -2 for me tonight with the red light.
I mean, like he's speaking facts. Like that was actually where I was going, Jr. When it came when you said that, um, you know, and like I said, Three Kings. This is just constructive criticism. We're just saying, like, bro, get back in the lab because that ain't it. For real, for real. Anybody that's in your corner that's telling you like, hey, bro, this is a hot record. No, no, and you don't need people in your corner that are yes men. You need people that's actually gonna hype you up, let you know, like, hey, what you just put out, this is really something. So I'm glad that you actually put it on our platform so you can actually hear what people really honestly are saying about it. Because you ain't gonna get no yes men over here. We're gonna go ahead and tell you straight up. Either it's whack or you going somewhere with it. That shit, it was whack. So, you know, just keep it pushing, bro, but come back.
Come back, send us
So
something, send us something else. We appreciate it. The next record, this is Toxic Lyrical Cali. Toxic Lyrical Cali with Low Key official video. Chat,
all
let me
right.
know how
Well,
y'all feel
I
about
want
this
to hear
before
some
we
of these
get into
lyrics, you know, the
it. Right.
lyrical miracle raps.
Lyrical Miracle Rap. Low Key official video. Check this out.
vile nacheza loki wezi mezo niko na loki nazisafirisha nasimamisha maploti na nicha lazima marima nasimamisha mapira na napin machogi make sure ndai zote nimetindirisha wezingam nikipita nimekiwasha waras wakilisha chini ya majiloki kinena kuna kitu ikosi nimejitambua sitaji hizo trophies mana bat nimezoea mikosi not nice sijui kama umenotice najihusisha kama iko na manoti nachomoa kadhaa msupashake ukanoti loki kidosi loki nza kidosi behind bars neza waila ina punch kinda white tena feature white kio mtaa nugu business zimiwa mataa in fact tukipatana hakuna impact tutamake kitungi tol kama brad white precipitate ndani ya lab sumu kama kawa kama dawa kwa marad tukiwasafishia rada na clean noise investigate ma white na maziwa dirty beats style chafu kwa maziwa ndoma na beef za uduna na mazia wananiuzia woga sijatenga hiyo maziwa loki mimi dosi na nachoma hadi nyongi tunda irori full tank kila moti Nisa ona na nikondi Epa ukinona wile nacheza loki wezi mezo niko na loki nazisafirisha nasimamisha maploti na nicha lazima marima nasimamisha mapira na napin machogi make sure ndai zote nimetindirisha wezingam nikipita nimekiwasha waras wakilisha chini ya majiloki kinena kuna kitu ikosi nimejitambua sitaji hizo trophies mana bat nimezoea mikosi not nice sijui kama umenotice najihusisha kama iko na manoti nachomoa kadhaa msupashake ukanoti loki kidosi loki nza kidosi full buda zimetuniana chapana kwa sinia loki dereva nimejifanya abiria daily wanafikiria venye atanifikia kimbiza mali kwa milima nikimediza deals napiga ndo jua uko na gills super bodies na koma cannabis leaves loki anakwaga amejipinsi kiprop nasikia kina work properly na arif msomtu safirishe mto na shakla zetu ziflow venye na flow kamto zilete za uzos patikane ukipost maliduko hizo reba zisifike uko post in case uko nje hiyo ni case nishangasha nimepandisia babe sina za Ferrari na DM imeja hey true color so zimezome pink loki kinena kuna kitu ikosi nimejitambua sitaji hizo trophies mana bat nimezoea mikosi not nice sijui kama umenotice najihusisha kama iko na manoti nachomoa kadhaa msupashake ukanoti loki kidosi loki nza kidosi.
Even though there was a language barrier, I actually think that was cool.
It was better than Oh Boy and before, I can tell you that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I even probably put him, but I'll even probably put him before the white boy. You know what I'm saying? Only because I, I can hear that there's some potential there, even with the language barrier, even with us not understanding what he's talking about. He's riding the beat well. His voice was dope. The visual, aesthetically wasn't the most appealing because even the
I kept seeing one scene over and over. That scene of them walking sideways was annoying me, bro. that cut scene to me, it kept annoying. Y'all, where you're going, bro?
It was low key. It
was just,
yeah.
It was one for me, bro.
Oh man,
to me. Everything else though, like a lot of the other visuals in the backgrounds, was cool. Because I mean, to show that part of the video, a few times, probably like a good three times, you know what I'm saying, in different scenes, right. To cut different, but that one was being shown throughout the whole video, like
and 7
check this
out too.
Like, was taken away from me.
He had a whole crowd with him. How was he being low key?
I don't know, man. It's just not a bad artist.
Like it made me. I'm like low key, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and get the AirPod 3s. I'm gonna get the translate so I can listen to that again and hopefully I can understand it because I was like, it was fire from his voice, but then when I was like, okay, well, you know what? Hold up, let's try this again. Let's see if the subtitles is gonna be, with it. I was like, yeah, nah. I'm like, you lost me there.
The subtitle. Look, the subtitles was lyrical. I'll say that.
The subtitles was liberal.
Because
He's not
I'm
a bad artist.
looking like,
He's not a bad artist, bro. Like I feel like and this is just because you know we didn't understand what he's saying, and just like we said before when it came out Bad Bunny, I watched this whole episode. I watched the whole performance. I didn't hear
yeah,
nothing he said. I didn't even have subtitles to even hear to even read what he was saying. And I still was rocking with it, you know what I mean, because of the aesthetic. So that's why with this one to hear the meat, hear the music, hear the beat, hear the you know his voice on there rapping and stuff like that. He's got potential for a lot of things. I just you know when you have a language barrier, you really got to be when you're coming from a different country and then coming over into Americas where we speak a specific language and you want it to translate well, you have to be able to do something that helps it translate well. And
Mm,
what I can say is that because he had a great flow, that's what
yep,
was translating well. Everything else has a lot of potential in these works.
right. Well,
absolutely.
keep sending us music. We look for submissions worldwide. When there's a language barrier, I'll see if somehow on our end we can get some English subtitles for the audience down below.
But please, no shade. I want to hear again. Because we've had people from Germany, we had people from South Africa, we've had people
Yep.
from all different types of the continents. And though we didn't understand, some of them was getting close to winning song of the night just because of the vibe, bro. Like
Yeah.
just because of the vibe. So this is no shade to you all who are international and have a different language, man. This trust me, if music is universal and it will
Yeah.
resonate the way it resonate when emotion and pureness comes from it. Definitely.
100%. We're gonna take a quick intermission, take about 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna play this visual from another YouTube influencer that is explaining how to make money from music, even if no one knows you yet. Check this out.
There we go.
Be right back.
Everything you thought you knew about the music business is wrong. But how can it be that a talented person such as yourself is struggling to make money in this business, even without fans or fame, right? It's only because the image portrayed by the bigger artists for years is that you could make tons of money from selling music. But the reality is that money is made from music when you service creatives or the public at a high value level. So let me break it down. Currently, you're not making money, probably any money, and you're probably stuck on the make music and put it out and sell it and I should be good phase, right? This can be really frustrating, especially if you haven't played the game long enough to understand how it works. I understand your position with this, but if you can continue to go around in circles, I guarantee your music will cease to be an ambitious dream for you and slowly become the hobby that you left in the corner of your room. And if you're wondering why this isn't working for you, then let me tell you, when I got a clue about this mysterious flip of the switch in the game that's got to happen in your mind. Because I figured out that the one thing people want in the business is success, true, yet they don't know how to get it. And that's clue number one. And if they did know how to get a bit of success, then they were able to make some money. That's clue number two. But now people love music, but there's so much of it that people are looking for that special song for the moment, and they will give you a pay rate of 0.0038 cents per stream. And that's clue number three. This is great and all, but I can't depend on that little bit amount of money to pay my rent. So where are the people who will pay more for my music? Where are those people that I can service? That was the aha moment. But wait, what about servicing other creatives? Where are they? That was aha moment number two. And then, but what about the industry? Do you see where I'm going with this? Like, I'm starting to think about other ways that I can make more money, but it all clicked when I realized that artists or music creatives don't make money from music because it's a lost leader. It's a necessary catalyst to all of the big money in the music game, but I'm chasing the wrong thing. Yes, I need people to be aware of my talent, so I need them to consume my music, but I need to service the industry, the creatives, and the public with a high value music offering if I'm ever to stay afloat doing music. Are you seeing the picture here? All right, let's get into it. Creatives don't need you. right? They want to be you, or at least they want to pull a piece of you and integrate it into their creative fabric. So let them do this. Like, this is called information, and anybody who wants a leg up will pay a pretty penny for it. Think about it. That's why you're watching this channel right now. That's why if you want to build a fully functional record label for yourself, you're scouring my YouTube, maybe, but you're scouring the page to see if you can find more information to validate my product before you get it, right? And if you sell artists the skills and tools that you needed 5 years ago to level up to where you are right now while you're on your journey to the top, then you will begin to have income. Selling to this audience is probably the quickest way you can start making some money from your skills and talent in this business. Okay. Now that was the first group. So let's talk about the second group that you have to sell to, because the music industry doesn't care about you more than they care about increasing either their top line revenue or meeting their bottom line revenue quota. There is no secret mystery to it. If you bring your talent or your company to a record company and you're already making money and you have a paying fan base already, and the record label sees how they can help you and you can be helped by the record label, then you're in the game. You see what I'm saying? If you make great music for TV and films and commercials, then you're helping the sync agent or that part of the industry. If you make great music for the clubs, then the club owner is always going to want you to walk through, get a bag, so you can help bring people out. Is this starting to click? But we got to tackle the one thing that is misunderstood the most in the music game, and that is the public. Because this is probably where you're going to put your attention first. We're talking about fans. I'm going to sell a product to the fans because the people love your music and you may inspire them. Well, actually, that's what you're going to do. But love and inspiration is priceless. So how do you get paid? Well, people want experiences with music artists, and for this, they will pay a pretty penny. Of course, they can't pay you top dollar for streams, but they can pay you top dollar for a direct-to-consumer album, complete with pictures and documentary footage and explanation of songs. They can pay you for that. They will be willing to pay for that. Or I want to put this on your mind. How about the live experiences with you and the band, or an intimate digital fan club experience with you and the band? You know what I'm saying? You see how this is making you some money now in the music industry? Like this, the music is just a catalyst to it all, because your talent has to be showcased first, right? Before anything else can happen. Once we do that, we're good. But if you make this mental mindset switch to service the creatives, the industry, and then the people with, get this, a high value product, then you'll never get stuck in the abyss of, music doesn't make no money and I can't do it. And in the grand scheme of things, it never did. Just pull back the covers and you'll see. Nothing is new under the sun. The money is in the product. So now that you know this, the biggest mistake you can make is to go back to making music for the sake of getting it playlisted and rising to stardom from that standpoint. Like, I'm going to make some money on some streams and I'm going to put it all on streaming. Now, I know clearly now in the D2C climate that we're climbing into, you can clearly see that that's not the case. But I want to remind you that that is a very selfish way to view the music game as a whole. Because when you focus on yourself instead of the people that you are servicing, then you'll never make any money. Again, this comes from years of only viewing the industry through TV and phones and not seeing the real magic behind the scenes. And this is how you and I develop the mindset of, if you make music, then it should sell itself and make money, right? Yeah. But that's a half truth. So you've got to do it in the way I express. Otherwise, you become a hobbyist. And I know you don't want to be that, because believe me, I was right there with you for nearly 13 years before I had to make a lifestyle change, and the epiphany slowly started to rise. And that's when I created this show. Now, I don't need a side hustle anymore. I'm good. I was working 3 jobs and creating music, trying to do this show. It was crazy. But I realized how truly passionate I was about teaching everything that I knew all along. I just needed more people that would be willing to listen to me, right? And what I had to say. And so I was like, all right, well, let's do this. A friend of mine inspired me to say, you should start telling people online what you do behind the scenes. And then the show was born. But the biggest shift that's happening right now in the music industry, besides the direct to consumer war that's going on, is the war in your mind. The mindset shift you need to make. And I want to give you a warning because you cannot unsee and you cannot unhear this video, which means if you don't make it somehow in this music industry after this point, it's because you chose to selfishly serve yourself and not one of these three consumer groups. Because if you serve one really well, then the others will start to pick up steam soon. It's inevitable. I've seen it happen so many times. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to jot down 3 products right now today that you will create, and I'm gonna help you out. So this is what you're gonna say. I will create and sell blank that is a high value product for creatives so I can XYZ. And then I want you to write down, I will create and sell blank that is a high value product for the industry so I can XYZ. And then I want you to say, I will create and sell blank that is a high value product for the public, which is your fans, so I can XYZ. Now, of course, these products got to make sense with what you're doing. You just don't want to create anything as you can think about, you know what I mean? Just, it's got to make sense with how you work and your work ethic and your creative style. But now you can own your future. Don't let somebody tell you what to do with your talent, because at the end of the day, all 3 of these consumer groups only want the best version of you. They don't care about all that other stuff and all that other sensitive stuff you're talking about. When people bring money to the table, if they're not making an impulse buy, everything is logical. They want the best version of you. So let me give you my whole modus operandi, my mantra, if you will, or at least my new one. Right now, you have a choice. You can keep guessing and hoping things will change, or you can follow a system that's already working. The real question isn't should you do this, it's how much longer can you afford not to? Okay, take this advice, change your life. Change it, man. Now, when you set out on that path, I want you to take the tools beneath this video packaged in the 60-day record label course, because you're going to need a personal record label to handle all of the cash you're going to make and funding to help you get there. That's right, funding. I don't even have the card, but I supply you with low-cost funding. And you're going to need a system that will help you collect all of your music income, not just a song trust cop-out situation, okay? The link is in the description beneath this video. Click it today or grab my free stuff if you need more validation for some reason. I don't know. People just need it when I tell them that I got funding and they don't believe me, but it's there because my crew has been getting funding. But anyway, creating a product for these consumer groups, cultivating your talent, and finding the time isn't as big of a problem as you think it is, right? It's really you having a hard time shifting your mindset, getting over your analysis paralysis, and becoming committed to the process, right? It's a process. It's a process. I want you to understand the needs of these consumers so that you can provide for them successfully. Devise a small product offering that you can service one group with first so you can ease the analysis paralysis, and then figure out a schedule that you can create to devote time to the process.
Essentially, what he's saying in easier terms is first create a product and diversify that product within a certain demographic, a certain group that will buy into that product. So what I would say is go on a platform that that you can engage and interact and build an organic community. Obviously, the fellas know that I've found a way to cultivate an audience on TikTok. So we go live on TikTok. We build a community. We have certain niches, certain platforms. We have Center Stage, the showcase over there that me and OTL Gawan is currently developing. So not only are you submitting music here on YouTube, but now you have an opportunity to actually showcase your talent like a live show. You know what I mean? Like if you was to go to a club, grab your microphone and perform in front of an audience, now you can do that at the comfort of your home. Grab a microphone, grab your setup, and perform essentially in front of a virtual audience. And that's what we're doing. You want to cultivate an audience and then sell a specific product and create maybe a show behind it. And that's what me and ONTL The One have been doing in developing these virtual shows and these virtual opportunities. Eventually, we're going to actually have some Center Stage inventory, hats, shirts, sweaters, things like that as the platform on both.
It'll be right here, Center Stage, right in the center.
Yeah. So you know, those things will be be coming up very very soon. Hopefully by the spring or summertime we can have some new products for you guys so that everybody can rock these center stage t-shirts, sweaters, and maybe we might find one of you artists shoot a music video and rock the merch for us, right? We support you, you support us. But that's essentially what he was talking about in terms
Mm-hmm.
of how to make money outside of your music catalog, because it's not easy. We know these streaming platforms, Spotify and Apple Music, are cutting into our residuals on the back end, and you can't make a sustainable living off of that. So you have to find other avenues to produce your income as an independent excuse me, as an
Yes.
independent artist. One of the things that me and ONTL are also working on is to find reputable companies for you guys, where you guys can potentially get sync placements on television and film. Once we have those reputable companies and we have our trial and error with them, we'll be sharing those companies as well, so you guys can have submissions and opportunities for music,
Definitely.
for film, television, and video game for life. Other than that, we're gonna get on to our next.
To the next show.
Yeah, let's get on to our next record. Now, remember, if you guys want to skip the line, there's a lot of submissions. Literally, right from the chat, you'll see at the bottom right hand corner, you'll see a dollar sign. You can literally submit $10 through that sub chat down below, and get your song prioritized so we can play your song right away. This next one, this is Sporty La Luna. Sporty La Luna. Let's get it.
Let's go. Sporty.
Balliamo sotto la luna, cantano i grilli, balliamo fino alla fortuna, il sole ritorna.
Hey, sinister.
E giovani, noi siamo anche, possiamo per sempre stare.
If you look in my eyes, see the pain I done took. Ops like the hate cause they bitch like the look. Skits I done pulled, I ain't far from a rook. I'm not the one, so I always keep it real. This shit is not a game, and this shit'll get you killed. God knows the way, shows the fake from the real. Stay by my side cause you feel what I feel. Attached to your love, so I took it like a pill. Learned a lot from your love, I ain't taking it for granted. See it in my heart for the love that you planted. Feeling all alone when you leave, I can't manage. Steady call your phone when I feel like I'm damaged. Yeah, I got you on my mind, I can never let you go. Shit that I done did, wish my pops got to know. Ops that I pop, wish the cops never know. Fuck all my ops, so my gun always blow. But this shit fucked up, man, this shit is not a game. One fuck up, man, that fuck up your name. Steady trying to move, but I'm knowing I can't change. One in the head, cause they thinking it's for fame. But I'm stuck in this place where I love to call home. Your face what I need and your call on my phone. Gun on my hip with this blunt I just rolled. Things that I need in this life that I chose. If you look in my eyes, see the pain I done took. Ops like the hate cause they bitch like the look. Skits I done pulled, I ain't far from a rook. I'm not the one, so I always keep it real. This shit is not a game, and this shit'll get you killed. God knows the way, shows the fake from the real. Stay by my side, cause you feel what I feel. Attached to your love, so I took it like a pill.
The beat is the only part about this record that is actually appealing. Your mic's muted, Aki.
What I was gonna say was I was running that back. I was playing that back because when I was hearing the build up to the record and the sample and the beat and then the visual in the beginning, I was like, this artist is about to go off. And then boom.
The beginning the beginning had an end right when it was done.
But I
Look,
look. I'll
Serve
say
got the
this.
red light on
I
and he ain't turned it off yet. He had that
I
red
know.
light
I know.
on and ain't turned it off yet, and
I'm gonna
that's
say this.
scary.
I'm gonna be nice on this one because I feel like if the artist can go through a development stage, there is still something there that I hear. And, like Serv said earlier, I think one of the most amazing things that I'm actually noticing is that these artists are putting in some effort into the quality of their vision.
The visuals is the
You know what I mean?
visuals are being top
Everybody's
tier right now.
visuals are top tier in terms of quality.
Yeah.
But and that beat, I need to know whoever produced that. Email us ASAP because
That beat was
that beat
nice.
was crazy.
Yeah.
Because it has to be something. I mean, like every year, I feel like this is teaching you something that you're developing. The whole point of this is to sharpen your skill. You all think that I want to throw up the red light? No, I don't. I want you to wow me. I want you to go ahead and bring what it is that you have. Because if you don't bring what you have, then what is that telling me? Is that telling me that you don't really have what it takes? Do you think that you don't belong to be in center stage? Do you belong to have your record and everything played? That's how I look at it. So, like I said, the red is to really build you all up to bro, you know what? I really got this. Go back to the lab and try again. Now, this particular artist, like you said, when I heard the beat, I really thought he was finna snap. I'm like, especially on something like Luna, I'm like, I know he finna snap. Now, lo and behold, what's his name? Is it Spooky?
Sporty.
What is he go?
Sporty.
Sporty. I want to hear some more, bro. I know you got something in you. I know you got it. So bring something else back because I know you got it.
And now
But
this is one of the things I want to add to that, Serve. And this is no shade towards other people that have a review platform. This is just me just simply, kind of like outside looking in when I see other people doing it on other platforms. Is that I'll listen, I'll be tuned in as an audience member, and I'll watch the host review a song, and they won't play the full record. So here on this platform, 90% of the time we'll play the full record. Most hosts don't. And then two, when I hear a shitty record, right, from an audience standpoint, the host is not even thoroughly breaking down the record. So there's not even a learning process at all. Here on center stage, you're going to get three different perspectives that are going to help you elevate your sound to the next level, help you elevate your penmanship to the next level if you choose to do so. There have been artists that have came to us on this platform prior seasons where we'll hear records. They'll be tuned in. We'll give them the constructive criticism. They'll go back, and a couple months later, 6 months later, even a year later, they'll send us something new, and we'll hear a whole difference in terms of their song, where they've elevated every single layer of their creativity. And that's what's important about this platform. You're not going to get that anywhere else. Here, you're going to be able to get that constructive criticism, take it back, get back in the lab, and then come back with something. So
Yeah, no, that artist, you got potential, bro. Because I mean, to be speaking from the perspective you were, it could be about a woman that you were speaking about. I like that. I like how you inputted your feelings into that. I just feel like there's a little bit more. And the thing about it is, I'm not taking away from people and their aesthetic, but in hip hop and music, a lot we're getting tired of listening to and seeing guns and doing all of these things in the videos now. You know what I mean? Like some of those things are starting to get a little bit played out only because we've been overly flooded and consumed with it that it's becoming boring. So you want to get a little bit more creative with certain things, but you have a lot of potential when it comes down to that. So please just work on that. Please work on that.
Love that. Love that. Next record, big independent artist. I think you guys are going to be excited about this one, fellas. This is Dax with Temptation.
For sure. Shout out to Dax.
Temptations outside knocking at my door. I won the battle last night, but I'm still at war. I starve my flesh and feed my spirit with faith. Then raise hell till it's up at heaven's gates. Temptation creeps into an idle mind. Lack of purpose is the place. Seeking pleasure resides and feels safe. Temptation loves fame, serves ego and pride. Mama told me 2 wrongs don't make no right, so I pray. Temptation away. Temptation makes slaves out of lustful lies. It'll rob you of your happiness and pay you attention with lies. In that darkness, you'll find shame's not worth your time. Then appraise your sin for the cost of peace of mind. Temptation creeps into an idle mind. Lack of purpose is the place. Seeking pleasure resides and feels safe. Temptation loves fame, serves ego and pride. Mama told me 2 wrongs don't make no right, so I pray. The temptation away. Down by the river there, in the garden where the snake tempted Adam and Eve, they ate the fruit, and from those seeds grew the roots of this family tree. It's why we struggle, it's why we fight. Our mother's nature, father time, the human race, but fall behind. Dying to live, but all living to die. For goodness sake, we've been atoned for sins and given God's grace. Stuck in this Babylonic world we can't escape. Going to war with demons every day. The soul and spirit break, that's why I pray. Temptations outside knocking at my door. I won the battle last night, but I'm still at war. I starve my flesh and feed my spirit with faith. Then raise hell till it's all raise heaven's gate. I raise hell till it's up at heaven's gate.
You know what that? You know what this is? This was Dax Sinners. This was Dax Sinners. That's all I seen in this video was the movie Sinners.
Yep.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I'm not. No, I'm not. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at that. And you know, and now going back to what I said to the previous artist when it comes down to the guns and all that, he used this one in a creative way.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? He used this one in a creative way. It still gets a little bit, you know, we don't want to see too much and see all of that, but the way he utilized it was in a more creative way because it was speaking to war and going back and forth and it had a story that led up to it and the reason why it was being that way. You know what I mean? You're at war. He's speaking about temptation and not only just in the mind, but in regards to, you know, being tempted into doing things. You see how they was all ready to you know, up it on whoever was out in the door, you know what I mean? But his visual was excellent. I'll say this, man, Dax is a cheat code right now to this show right now. So, you know, we know where he's standing at right now, you know what I mean?
Right. And that's the thing, you know,
he's a 10 hands down because he's a
independent artist. When we get a bigger independent artist, we know that they're gonna stand out from the bunch. And one of the things that I can appreciate what Dax did also outside of the Sinners vibes is the fact that he's never been afraid to step out his normal element of what we're used to hearing him from. Like the fact that he was able to uniquely sound country,
yes.
You know, because you're not gonna catch me even attempting it and then make it sound good. No less that he was able to attempt it and sound, you know, have the quality behind it. So shout out to Dax. just stepping out his normal element and sounding somewhat country within that approach, and then giving us
and make it sound hard though. Like you got
yeah,
a lot of
yeah, absolutely.
where it could be boring listening to him, but it's a country sound. Excuse me. He made it sound very well, like you want to listen to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Very well done. That he's a top 10, you know what I'm saying, top one independent artist. So of course he goes for 9 hands down, 10 hands down, you know what I mean? Like, and then the visual just that blew me. I mean, like you said, sir, the fact that old buddy got snatched out that window, that
I mean, he was out of there.
bro.
But that the sound, I was like, I love the sound. It kept me entertained. And see what you all said, cheat code message. Right there, that's a service. This is a service this man is providing. Not only is he giving us lyrical words where he's captivated you with the element, with the visual. So he's captivated you with the visual. On top of that, he is also giving you a message that you are seeing right now in front of your very eyes. Temptation, greed, lust. This is something that you're already seeing. And then when I heard him say faith, he was like, one thing I'm feeding myself more than anything is faith. You have to believe in yourself. When it comes to you doing anything, you have to believe in yourself. Just because somebody else may say you ain't got it and you can't do it, I mean, like, you still have to believe that you have the possibility of doing it. So when Dak showed that in his message, I'm like, oh yeah, you got me. I was like, I'm listening to the beat, but when you catch me with a message that's being delivered, oh yeah, you got me. Got it. I was like, yeah, 10 for Dax, man.
He checked all the boxes, checked up all the boxes. And the one thing I want to tell anybody that's tuned in, Dax used to be a maintenance worker, a janitor.
Nice.
All
So
right?
that should tell
Just
something.
think about that for a second. The young man used to be a janitor. Maintenance.
And,
So
if this
with
don't
the-
make me go back,
Go
if
ahead,
this
sir.
don't make me go back in time, like when we first started this, what's that boy's name? We were talking about
You
this.
talking about WAP for now.
Yeah,
WAP
WAP.
for now.
WAP.
WAP for
I
now.
have to always go back to WAP. I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, we had someone that was locked up. He was locked up, and the brother was producing, like, he was bringing music. I'm like, every single time that brother brought something, I was like, yo, did WAP submit his music? Did WAP submit his music? Like, I was a fiend. I'm like, this is sad. I'm a fiend because I'm ready for this brother to do something. And he brought out music. And I'm like, wait. I said, JR, is he locked up right now? Is like, bro, when I say this brother was sneaking a phone, I don't know how that happened, but he got a phone for us to see him and go ahead and perform.
And I think what's even
His
more
way.
impressive on top of that, and we're gonna play a record by WAP so you guys can get a instance of what we're feeling and what we're talking about.
Yeah.
This was about two years ago on season 1, when we first set it off. The fact that he was able to do that while in prison on a phone, and then whoever his engineer was, I want to give flowers to the engineer as well, because the engineer made him sound like he was recording out of an official studio. So when you come on this stage and you send us some music and it don't sound like this right here, we're gonna send that shit to the garbage. This is One Day by WAP for now. Check it out, man.
We gonna get to you, Preston. We gonna find your records.
Definitely.
All right, children. Today we're going to talk about the goat.
I don't want no smoke with you. You better believe, nigga, you don't want smoke with me either. I'm getting confused cause I'm pursuing Jesus. I'm just a human that war with my demons. You chasing bitches, bitch, I'm chasing freedom. I wake up every day surrounded by fences, surrounded by niggas, and they in their feelings, and I'm in my feelings too. In the trenches, bitch, I live with criminals. Niggas kill over nothing, but I bet they gon' say it was principle. Nigga, if you play with me, leave you finna die. Better scrap some shit like a samurai. I'ma get mad, spaz, wig, I better get back fast. Clear out niggas who act bad, get shot, don't believe me. Ass big, I'm waiting ain't on parole, I'm getting. I find me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm on a mission like I'm James Brown. I'm not life Jenner's an acre. I'm finna blow like I'm a Jamaican. I want my whole no clothes on naked. I'm up like 4 in the morning pacing. Anxiety mixed with patience. One day, all of this will be over. I pray. One day soon. One day, all of this will be over. I pray. One day soon. One day, all of this will be over. I pray.
Alright, children. Today
One day soon. I gotta sleep with one eye open, moving silent, cause I know all of my ops are scoping. I just got a new drop of dope in, but I can't pull it out to the mall, cause I know they on me. These niggas nosy. I'm just trying to make parole. I don't know why these niggas hating on me. They tell the warden come shake me down, take my shit and then I get some more in. Bitch, I got motion. Niggas ain't stopping shit, and I don't give a fuck about no police. If I can't move the dope, I'ma move the music. If I hustle every job, I'ma act a fool. It nigga what you got, rather what you do it. On my way up to the top, I can't stop for 2 minutes. Oh, you know that nigga Wop, so you went to school with him. You don't know that nigga nah, do you? I'ma get mad, spaz, we got better get back fast, clear out niggas who act bad, get shot, don't believe me. Ass big, I'm waiting on parole, I'm getting. I find me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm on a mission like I'm James Brown. I'm not life Jenner's an acre. I'm finna blow like I'm a Jamaican. I want my whole no clothes on naked. I'm up like 4 in the morning pacing. Anxiety mixed with patience. One day, all of this will be over. I pray.
Alright, children. Today
One day soon, one day, all of this will be over. I pray. One day soon.
That boy is different, man. Rest in paradise to him, man. Rest in paradise. That boy different, man. That boy different, man.
We came out with a statement. All right, today class, we're gonna talk about the GOAT. I was like, oh, I'm like that was a statement. He came out the gate with it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, man, definitely. And one of the things you can notice too, even from just the small little clips of the photos of each person that was rooting for him to come home, you could
Yeah.
just tell how special he was, outside of his situation. I think there was a lot of people out there waiting for him to come home and was rooting for him. And we look past, what he initially got incarcerated for, because he was,
Yes.
a talented individual that expressed to us that he wanted to change his life, and we
Yep.
wanted to utilize this platform to change his life. But unfortunately, it was taken short, and while he was incarcerated, and when we got that email, we expressed to his manager that we would always keep his music alive. So we make sure we
Definitely.
play it as often
Always.
as we can every season.
Definitely.
Um,
Hey, that
this
song gave
next
me
record,
chills again, Aki. That's and
all,
it
all,
it's
all over again,
always
all over again. And you know what, Aki? You may have just given me, and served too. You may have y'all just gave me something that I wanna. I'm obviously I'm gonna talk to. I'm gonna reach out to the manager. I'm gonna send out the email that I have to get permission. And if I get the permission, I'm thinking if we can figure out a way to utilize AI to pay homage and create a visual for him for that for one.
that would be dope. That would definitely definitely something we gonna look into for that.
You
That would be dope, man.
Yeah. So if I can get in contact
All right.
with
Hey, we got Preston's we Preston trying to really get sent. Do we got that?
Preston, I can't listen, Preston. I got a lot of love for you, and I know you and May. But imagine me skipping all these artists just because you and May, and I listen to your record. It would tarnish the whole platform, and everybody would look at me like I got 3 heads. I cannot skip any of these artists that are ahead of you. It is unfair. So in order for you to get prioritized, you gotta submit exactly how the process is. Hit that little button down below in the right hand corner and skip the line. Other than that, I gotta play the next record, which is Swag, Don't Bother. But if you want to skip the line, you gotta play the prioritizing game. Swag, Don't Bother, official music video. Check this out.
Hims is talking.
Yeah, they tell me I'm the problem, cause I don't ever wanna follow. I'm too busy doing my own thing, yeah, and I don't like being bothered, so don't bother me, yeah, don't bother me. I'm probably at home where I ought to be, but not asleep and still seeking all the sheep. They following these demons and policies, it's all a scheme that's haunting me. It's looking like everybody doing the same thing, just to live in society, it's a dang shame. All to deal with the same problems, the same pain. You ever wonder why everybody just can't change? It's so simple, they act like it's a riddle, but it's not difficult, not even a little, yeah. They all criminal, cold-hearted and cynical. These people so blind, but I knew this in middle school. Like, I guess there ain't no one that's quite like me. I just might be the one to come and fight this evil. And it seems like there's some people starting to see that the darkness is not a place you wanted to be. So maybe you can switch it up and change your ways. This ain't no game. When you die, you can't replay. There ain't no shame in following the one who made you. Say and praise Yahweh with the breath he gave you. But they don't do it, they rather worship the darkness. I should've known this isn't what people wanted. They rather play their game and be the pawns. Yeah, living so peaceful in ignorance with the nonsense. But not me, I'm breaking out of the boxes. And I'm lock the cage, so everybody be cautious. They keeping us weak, so we can't stop it. Yeah, they constantly feeding you toxins, but they tell me I'm the problem, cause I don't ever wanna follow. I'm too busy doing my own thing, yeah, and I don't like being bothered, so don't bother me, yeah, don't bother, cause I can see right through your facade, yeah, it's right there, ain't nowhere to hide it, so easy to see when you lying, whatever you sell, yeah, I ain't gonna buy it, I ain't buying that, because it came from the store in a shiny pack, you flip it over, you find what's inside, in fact, it's like 30 ingredients made in science labs, like why is that? I don't really know, but it's nasty, you don't even want to get me going on plastic, cause everything that we consume always gets wrapped in. Does anybody else feel like maybe we trapped here? Like, but they keep voting and just playing the game, so no one notices everything they've been taking away. It's such a shame, but nobody even knows who to blame. Nothing will change if everyone just keep doing the same. They put a mask on your face and they got you on lockdown, and everyone listening, what you think they gon' stop now? The people should have risen, but they want us to bow, cause if we stand up it all comes down. But they tell me I'm the problem, cause I don't ever wanna follow. I'm too busy doing my own thing, yeah, and I don't like being bothered, so don't bother me, yeah, don't bother, cause I can see right through your facade, yeah, it's right there, ain't nowhere to hide it, so easy to see when you lying, whatever you sell, yeah, I ain't gonna buy, you'd be surprised with what is inside, because they lie and tell you that there's no reason to pry, but if you try, you gon' find out the secrets they hide. Open your eyes, people shouldn't die from burgers and fries, what a design, they poison you when you fall for the trap, because they put a couple toxins in all of your snacks, but you keep eating and eating until you fall on your back, so they can laugh while your body collapses, but they tell me I'm the problem, cause I don't ever wanna follow, I'm too busy doing my own thing, yeah, and I don't like being bothered, so don't bother me, yeah, don't bother, cause I can see right through your facade, yeah, it's right there, ain't nowhere to hide it, so easy to see when you lying, whatever you sell, yeah, I ain't gonna buy it.
Lyrically, he has been the best person so far, other than Dax. He has been the one.
Do you guys feel it's up there with Song of the Night with against Breeze?
Man, bro, he's he gave me chills in this record, because I was listening to his message, bro. So I'm going based off of just how that made me feel. You know what I mean? That's just my whole take on that. It made me feel good, and he definitely reminded me of Goon. Like I'll say he's more of Goonie, and then what was there? Rye Money in them. You know what I'm saying? Like he give me both of them. Like he give me a Goons and them. Like, you know what I mean? Like I give this dude, he's definitely hitting a 9 for me. He can compete for Song of the Night, but he's definitely in the 9s club for me. And then to say God's name, He mentioned God's name, Yahweh, bro. That's gonna always hit it because when you're speaking that message, you know it's going to. I mean, I got his name in Hebrew on my neck. That's God's name on my neck in the Hebrew reference, which means breath. So, yeah, he's right there for me. I mean, and it's catchy. The beat, I feel like whoever made the beat made it specifically like he was able to capture the beat and the lyrics all together. Like that's a cohesive relationship when it came down to it. Now, if his video quality was even more, oh my God, bro would have won everything tonight because his video was still great.
Because from a
But
visual standpoint, you if it would have been a little bit more, even more creative from a visual standpoint, it would have took the record to other heights. I agree. Now, one of the things I do want to add, what you mentioned, is like sonically, when you listen to the beat and how the beat was structured, he was able to get into like complement each pocket. You know what I mean?
Bro,
hard to do as an artist.
That's very tough. You got to really be musically
Really
inclined
in
to
tune.
be, you know what I'm saying, and in tune to be doing stuff like that.
And
He was
what
able
I
to do
noticed
it.
too, his voice changed whenever he hit the melody.
Mm-hmm.
The sound of the voice, because he had a specific tone when he was rapping, but when he was able to do the
hook,
melody,
man, oh man, yeah, bro.
it was quality. Sir, how you
He's
feel
a
about
nine
song
for me.
tonight? He said,
What's
"I
that?
feel like he's a nine." Like he said, this,
Like he was in the nines. Like as soon as I saw him, I was like, first thing I said, the Tim's is talking. As first, I saw the tongue down and everything, right?
He said the tongue was down.
Yeah, I was like,
That
the
was
Tim's is
hilarious.
talking, and I'm like, oh, this finna be some funny shit. And then I was like, oh no, like he's spitting. I'm like, oh no, he him right now. And the reason why I'm saying that is like when you always talk about the visual was like, okay, you taking us on a journey. You were like, let me walk with you. That's what I'm thinking right now. We taking us on a journey, and then his message that he's delivering, like for most people, it may go over your head. But when the brother started talking about, he's like, I would talk about plastic, how it's like 30 different chemicals and stuff's just nasty. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And he went into this, he was talking about poison from burgers and fries. So I said, oh, I was like, this brother is going there. And I'm like, that's what I said. I love with music. Like you said this earlier, how music is universal, but music is a message. And that's how they were delivering messages to us in different forms of way. This is like radio has always been that thing when it comes to just being music and just having music alive and being able to share that message and broaden her horizon and get people to listen. That's what I loved about the brother. And when I say he gave me like the Goonie, he was giving me Goonie and Zan vibes because that's what Goonie and them be on. When they start talking, I'm like, oh, yep, here we go. I was like, most definitely, I want to see more from you, brother. I was like, if you can get song of the night, you most definitely got a 9 from me. So yeah, that's the first 9 I'm giving out of 2026 right now. So I'm like, yeah, we good.
It's gonna be a fight in the chat down below. Y'all gonna have to help us out. Is it Breeze or is it Swag for song of the night? Let's see if we can play another record or two. And for anybody who sent records, if we don't get to them, we'll try to get them into rotation the following week. Just be patient with us. We got 2 weeks backed up of submissions, so that's why we probably wasn't able to get to your song. This next one, this is there's a few artists: Gremlin, Vin J, and Bing with God's Gift remix.
God's Gift remix. Let's go.
Ready to throw up another red light. I'm ready to throw up.
I was built from blind luck and blind faith, blind fury intertwined with my mind state.
God giveth and God take, divine grace. I know my son is looking at me to define strength, so I don't have the luxury to have a breakdown. I just gotta teach him there's a dawn beyond the gray clouds. It's up to us to find a way to persevere, cause everything you want is on the other side of fear. And I refuse to be a product of my demons, so even when it's dark, I'll be the light you can believe in. The devil is deceiving, he tries to keep us dormant and afraid, but he forgets we got the Holy Spirit coursing through our veins. So let us pray, no weapon formed against will ever prosper. Lord, please forgive me if they turn me to a monster, and if I lose faith, then I beg you show grace. But right now, Lord, all I need is strength.
I need strength in my heart and I pray for that, cause I gotta go even if I don't make it back. Cause I know I was meant for more than this, meant for more than this. I'm going through a metamorphosis. I was meant for more than this.
I was never meant to make it, but regardless of my circumstances, I've always been dedicated. I look back on my struggle and I celebrate it, and I thank God that I never faded, cause I could have been an addict and done things that I wish I hadn't, like hang around the wrong crowd and pick up different habits, and put the blame on my environment cause that's convenient. Instead, I became the hero that my family needed, setting an example for the future of my bloodline. You go and get it, you don't wait around for some sign. A leap of faith can change everything, you'll be just fine, but you gotta take it more than one time. Yeah, now my mom calls crying cause she's proud, and I get the chills when she's crying in the crowd. She's the reason why I'm here, if I'm being honest, so I'ma take it to the moon for her, and that's a promise.
I need strength in my heart and I pray for that, cause I gotta go even if I don't make it back. Cause I know I was meant for more than this, meant for more than this. I'm going through a metamorphosis. I was meant for more than this.
So Gremlin is the main artist. He was the first person, it seemed like.
No, actually, Gremlin was
The singing dude.
no, Gremlin was the little Spanish dude.
Really?
The little Spanish dude. Vinjay was, I believe, Vinjay was probably the singer, and then Ving was the
Same, so awesome. Same. I feel like that record got cut too short. That's how good it was.
I was feeling the same way about it. I think that one of the biggest things I would have wanted a little bit more was maybe hearing a verse from the singer.
Man,
not even, and it doesn't even have to be a rapping verse, just
No.
like a bridge. You know how Zams,
Perfect.
gives us
Yep.
gives us those bridges when he's able to sing and rap.
Right.
If he would have gave
Right.
us a bridge, I would have even taken it.
Bro, he
Because when he came in, metamorphosis, I was like,
Look, they give imagine Mac Miller being able to sing to that tone and level, bro. Because they already gave me that vibe right there. But I can tell those are converted souls right there. Those are souls that has went through a metamorphosis. You know what I mean? Like they literally went so awesome. I'm sorry, I was reading comments. So awesome, it's funny. But they gave me that type of feeling. Like it definitely gave the dude that sings that Wiz Khalifa song is like that he it's been a long day. Like it was giving me that, you know what I mean? Like it's a big, it could be big, like really big. You know what I mean? Like that record honestly probably can take it and make it sound for a show, a TV, or you know what I'm saying, a commercial split or something like that, because it's heavy. But overall, everybody had wonderful voices, tones, that complemented the beat. The singer complemented the record so well. That's a great record too. It's not going for song of the night, but it's definitely hitting that nines club for me as far as on being one of those top songs right now. Okay, it's not hitting song of the night for me because it giving me chills, but it's it has to be, you have to, with Song of the Night, again, like we always say, Song of the Night has to hit everything. It has to hit everything, right? Getting a 9 doesn't guarantee you to get Song of the Night, but it allows you to compete for Song of the Night. Right.
And,
You
and
know what I
most
mean?
9s also structurally go into like our playlist worthy, where we add.
Hey, like Preston said, man, I'm gonna go put that on mine. I know that guys get for sure, bro. Come on now, you know what I mean? Like,
I respect the Cree. One of the things I also want to add before we get to serve is like, I also felt, as simple as the video was, them being in all, them standing out, because I felt like that was done purposely, where they stood out from what they were wearing, and then it was all white.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Almost like a rebirth, almost like a cleanse, so to speak, since they were speaking, you know, from a standpoint of, like, I guess, Christian rap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
That's where it was going.
Yeah. Sir, how do you feel about it?
He got a blue light. Yeah, what's the blue light? What's the blue light?
No. No, I had to mask the light, because I was like, I was going through something where I was like, I don't know. And then when I said wow, I was like, okay. I was like, Christian rap, this is what I'm hearing. And then when Buddy came in with Metamorphosis, I'm like, oh no, y'all didn't. I'm like, okay, so now this is really standing out to me. So most definitely they got the green light. They got the green light for sure. Like I said, I love songs with messages. And when my boy came out, Gremlin, when he came out and he said, like, funny thing about taking a leap of faith is you got to take it multiple times. And when he said that, that was it for me. I was like, yep. So honestly, you guys, I want to hear more God's gift. Yes, if you all can give us a full song, please do that. You all really got something here. You really have something here. I want to hear a complete song. Most definitely, it's going on my playlist. I'm most definitely gonna put that on my playlist, because I was like, yeah, that's something I like to hear. So, like, most definitely.
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead, sir.
But yeah, most definitely that is something I want, and I'm like, I can't go ahead and give it a 9, but y'all got a solid 8 from me. I'm like, y'all got a solid 8.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, before we get, and this is up to y'all, brothers. There's a video attached to this called "War with the Devil." Would y'all want to hear that before we compare the last 2 songs, which is "Don't Surprise Me" by Breeze and "Swag Don't Bother" for Song of the Night? Would y'all want to hear?
I just think, yeah, we could hear that one, but I think Breeze just takes it, bro. I think Breeze
takes it tonight.
Yeah, I think he's taking it tonight, for me at least.
Yeah, how you feel about that, sir? 501 Breeze taking Song of the Night with the "Don't Surprise Me" transition to "Life Like a Movie." Or do you think it's "Swag Don't Bother"? I mean, from an aesthetic standpoint, hands down, Breeze knocked it out the park today. I've never quite seen a transition from one song to the next, and then visually, aesthetically, from a visual standpoint, be able to do that transition.
Yeah, because I'm
the same vehicle.
This is what Breeze did. Like I said, still to this day, I'm like, look, I know we've seen people like do videos before, but I've never seen anybody do a video within another video. I ain't never seen anything like that. I don't even know who the brother's video producer was, but that right there, that shit was hot. So like, Breeze is still sitting up there. If I see something else that wow me, then most definitely.
501 Breeze will take Song of the Night today. "Don't Surprise Me," "Life Like a Movie" by 501 Breeze. We're going to play this last record before we head out. I want to thank everybody who tuned in, the entire UMA cast over from TT. Any DJ Will, who always taps in with us.
Appreciate DJ Will.
But remember, we had 2 weeks of backup submissions that we had to get through. We'll be sure to try to get Preston's and DJ Will's on the following episode.
I'll say this, not to cut you off, Aki.
Go ahead.
So when we come back next Sunday, what we'll do is, instead of taking our intermission break, we'll play it right through. You get what I mean? So that way we can get those records in That way they don't feel like, you know, they're gonna wait even longer just in case we get more submissions in. But definitely we're gonna make sure we get those songs played.
Absolutely. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. This is Gremlin, last song of the night. Gremlin, War with the Devil.
Right against wrong with the devil.
Nothing ruins your day like bitter coffee, which is why I joined Team Smooth. Joe Bright, the
Oh, that's the devil right there. That's the devil in the
Who
coffee.
gon' pray for me? Who gon' stay with me? I made a way for you, but who makes a way for me? Who's gonna fight for me? Who's gonna die for me? I'm doing it on my own. Guess this is my destiny. Who gon' pray for me? Who gon' stay with me? I made a way for you, but who makes a way for me? Who's gonna fight for me? Who's gonna die for me? Doing it on my own. Guess this is my destiny.
They don't know about the dark nights. All I had was the moon and some cop lights. Always crying in my room cause my mom's vice. Before bed, I would even pray to God twice. You were taking over our lives, like we would be defined by our archives. But the truth is it's all lies. I know now that we've always been worthy in God's eyes. Barely getting by, but it all was a lesson. You tried to break me, but I called it a blessing. You tried to bring darkness, I followed the light. You want a contender, I brought you the fight. I'm not one of them, I don't run for the hills. It's all for my family's blood that you spilled. The legacy pumps in my veins. I'm coming for you, even if I don't come back the same. Cause
I guess it's my destiny. Ooh, I guess it's my destiny. Ooh, I guess it's my destiny. My destiny, yeah. Oh.
sweat dripping off of my face, but I don't get lost in mistakes. Cause every single flaw is embraced. I'm only human, but I got what it takes. God's given me a gift that I'm not gonna waste. Here's the reality we all can embrace. With faith in our hearts, victory's guaranteed. But I just wanna see if he bleeds. This is my war cry, and a praise to the Most High. We only fail if we quit or we don't try. So here I go, and I know God is close by. I can feel it in my bones that I won't die. My body's in pain, but I did it this time. There's blood on my shirt, but no, it isn't mine. I finally stand at the summit. I went through hell to show you that you can overcome it. Cause
Ooh, I guess it's my destiny. Ooh, I guess it's my destiny. Ooh, I guess it's my destiny. My destiny, yeah. Oh.
Got a new artist I like. Yeah. Yeah. I have a new artist I like. Gremlin, yeah, brother. I like you.
War with the Devil. Aki, you look, you look impressed. You look shocked. You didn't expect that. We didn't expect that. A step up now. Granted, I'm sure if he had Dak's money, that if Gremlin had access to what an artist like Dax has access to, that visual alone would have been absolutely crazy, right? Because it when it opened up, it reminded me of what did Jordan Lucas do in the church? And he did a part one to it. I forgot the name of the record, but that's
I forgot the name, but yeah.
But that was the kind of like the introduction and the energy that it gave me. And then the prosthetic of the actor playing the devil, that shit was fucking fire. And then
Yeah.
the production was dope, the song was cool, and the visual just gave it like
Hey, you
yeah,
know what? Shout out to all of the artists who did send in their videos and had dope ass production.
yeah,
Cause
yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah.
say that tonight's show we
Tonight,
had some fire ass production on the videos, bro. Like I'm not lying. The visuals have been dope tonight. For a certain artist, you know what I'm saying? Not every artist, but certain artists, you know what I mean? But uh Gremlin, man. Um Creative, man. Keep going, bro. Keep letting Yahweh guide you in doing what he's doing with you, man. Because you are definitely your message is pouring through. It's coming through and it's coming through. It's stinging. It's piercing. You know what I mean? It's piercing. When I say piercing, I mean it's forcibly injecting itself into this atmosphere because it definitely left me with chills, man. It left me with a good feeling. Like when I hear music and it allows me to have chills come down my spine and come down my arms and things like that. It means that I felt it. The hairs raise up. Best visual, yeah. So far, they definitely had the best visuals as far as on overall. But it allows me to feel the music. And for a long time before, I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, for about there's been a time in my life where I didn't have the notion to really feel something, and as I was numb to a lot of things in life, no matter what it was, right? And then I went through my own transition where I was at war with the devil, or you know, what I'm saying that of opposition, and I had to use Yahweh and what I studied about myself and who he was in order to pull me out of that deep dark place. And my family watched me go through that deep dark place, just like you had your family and peoples inside the church. And when they stood together and stood for, and then they brought you back out of that dark place and then eradicated the devil from in front of you. I know what that feels like because I actually went through that in real life. Like that, I went through that in real life. So
Yeah.
shout out to you, man. That's what impressed me. That's what impressed me and had me like that. I was just impressed with that. And I feel like sonically though, man, I want to be able to assist you with mixing and mastering, man, with certain things because I feel like there's some elements that could be added to you, especially on your melodic side, that'll elevate the music even more to really touch it. Because you give us that good subtle touch where it's like it's not too crazy, but then you feel it just enough, and that's that God's tone. And then but to amplify it, so therefore it gives it elevates it to even a superior status than what that is, man. Because there's places where pockets, I would say, pockets, and this is from my producer and engineering perspective. There's certain pockets where if you would have had an extra double on there, more spacious, more wide sounding sound on there when you came with your melodics, it would have just crushed it. It would have just made it go, oh, and that's what I appreciated about that because I can see those things because I'm an artist myself, man. So, you know, shout out to you, man. That's dope. I'm definitely following you, man, and definitely gonna be checking you out with more. Honestly, it was a breath of fresh air when you hear see something different than what always see drugs, guns, and it's thank you for saying that so awesome.
Yeah.
That's what we mean. That's what I was saying in regards to that other artists and stuff like that. Is sometimes we want to see more than just those things and hear more than just those things because we've been the devil, the opposition, the wrong against right has always been trying to make something that is wrong feel or make it seem like it could be right. And sometimes that just don't correlate or transfer over. So, you know, shout out to Gremlin and his crew, man. That was dope, man.
absolutely, absolutely. Sure, if you want to send us off with some final words
Um,
in terms of that visual and how you felt about tonight.
yeah. Energy is neither lost nor destroyed. It's only transferred. And Gremlin, you did a very you executed that very well with that energy transference. Like you gave that for all of my brothers on center stage tonight. that alone, like talking about the difference of the element of light and dark, you know, right and wrong, because we all go to those dark places. We all come from dark places, and when we go to those dark places, sometimes we lose ourselves. And when you said that you want to find a way to find out if the devil bleeds, when you said that, I was like, oh yeah, he taking it there, because he's like, this is, I want to see if this thing can really feel pain, and being brought back out from, you know, a dark place to bring it back into the light, like you can transform. And I was like, damn, bro, like you really did it. So I'm like, not only did you do that for me, I'm just like, it took me to a part where I'm thinking about my brothers with effort. I'm thinking about my boy JR, talking about the man in the mirror. Like everybody had something to like that was very relative towards it. And on top of that, it's something very relatable. So I appreciate the message that you gave to us tonight. Hopefully, I will see you more on center stage. So I'm looking forward to you every Sunday. Don't go ahead and let me down. Don't let me down. I want to see you every single time on center stage. You better bring it.
Yes,
Special,
sir.
special artist today, definitely. I want to thank my brother Sir for coming on last minute, giving us our third seat and that third perspective. We appreciate your time,
Always serve.
your expertise.
Thank you,
Aki,
Kings.
love and light to the family. I hope the children feel better coming
Appreciate it, Aki.
coming week. And everybody who tuned in, like I always say, protect your mind, protect your peace. We'll be back next Sunday. Stay blessed and have a good evening. Thank you for the support.